I'm a lawyer and I'm going to go through the points that have been raised in Amber Heard's 16-point points of appeal that I actually think there is merit to. And I'm going to do it in a much slower and more methodical method than my earlier video where I kind of just blasted through. So first thing you have to understand is these are points of appeal. This is the headline about what she's going to argue. There will be a brief which goes into some detail about that will be dealt with 90 days from today. So the first point I think has some legs is this: the trial court erred in declining to dismiss the action on the ground of forum non-convenient. That is when you acknowledge that there is another court where it might make more sense for this case to be heard. Given that these were two Californian actors, why the case took place in Virginia, which I've explained earlier because that's where the servers of the Washington Post are, this is a very valid argument, and it's one I think actually has some legs. The next point, which I think actually has some legs, is the refusal to include contemporaneous medical evidence, which is point 5 from Dr. Kapoor and other people about Mr. Depp's behavior. Now, this is a trial direction that the judge had a right to make. However, it is, in my opinion, one where there may be some validity in her argument. The next one I think there might be some merit to is the trial judge improperly instructing the jury in relation to actual malice. That's count 11. 14, which is basically her saying that you can't prove that I actually had malice when I went there. And when one listens to all of these arguments, it's really a framing question. It's a question of her saying that I have a right to express myself, and the judge didn't properly tell the jury the way that the interpretation should be read. Now, I listened to every day of that hearing. I've gone through the transcripts. Judge Ascanate did an incredible job. I dare say I don't think of a judicial officer who could do a better job faced with such a Herculean task. It will be interesting to see this appeal, but fundamentally I think it's going to be one case where Johnny wins. I really think it will be very hard for her to overturn in a higher court of record this verdict. And the challenge for her is that she really threw everything at him, and he survived.